always, we are always working on different processes at the same time. So it's just important to have that in your background so you can check in, like, where are we within all these different dimensions, even though there is a question in only one of the dimensions. All right, thanks, Lenny. Welcome back. Okay. I already started with the facilitation part, Lenny, because I didn't know how long you would be gone. And whatever I actually facilitate, I always have in the back of my mind a heart method. And I would like to explain to you what it actually is for me, the heart method. So if you want to show the slide, Lenny. And I already actually brought you into that space. I was already explaining about the different dimensions. So my approach is always very holistic. For me, it's important to connect the different pieces, because a person is not only a person in itself, a person always lives in connection with someone else. A person also lives in a society, in a certain culture, for example. But you can also say holistic, like if someone comes to me for body-oriented approaches, I also like to apply like several and see like which one is actually the most suited in this moment for this person. So for me, it's always about like opening up the mind. It's not about like narrowing down someone into one box, but really like connecting everything. Then also the embodiment obviously is very important to me. So even if I would have to do a conference, and already have done so, and it's very mental work, I always bring it back to the body. I always want to enhance that body-mind connection, yeah, because the learning goes so much deeper if you do so. And then also active. With active, I mean dynamic. I will do active things with them through the tools and so on, but also active, like they will participate actively. I don't let them speak an hour and that's it. No, they are equally important into the session. The more they give, the more they bring into it, the more they will get out of it. And then reflective, obviously, a learning experience isn't really a learning experience if we don't reflect, if we don't self-reflect, like what did we take out of this? Yeah, otherwise it's not complete. So I will always end the session with some kind of self-reflection, or even throughout. As you can see now, for me that is really important, to keep people engaged and really like think about themselves, because that is really part of the transformation, which is the last point. I want things to be transformative. That really is what they're coming for. They want some change, and for me this is a journey. So it's a journey towards self-connection, connection with other people probably, because if they cannot connect with themselves, it's more difficult for them to connect with other people as well. And also connection with life in itself. So, and we make things intentional, actually, if we make things transformational, if we make it intentional. All right. So another part for the facilitator is actually knowledge, right? So we already spoke about the role and so on, the intention, but it's about the knowledge. Obviously, we need tools, we need techniques. It's important to have a vocabulary, different perspectives, understanding certain principles, for example, how in dance and movement therapy, like how does it actually work? Some like when will I use a mirror, when I will use music or not, and so on. So there are always several things that we want to think about that are important, like to take our decisions and be intentional about, like what is useful for that client in this moment. We're not just doing anything. We always know what we're doing. And that said, it's like knowing from the mind, but it's also using the intuition. Yeah, so they really go together. And for us to be connected to our intuition, we as a facilitator need to be connected to ourselves as well. So as a facilitator, if I ask them to do a breathing exercise, I will join them. If I ask them to move, I will join them, because I know at the same time that is helping me as well. And if I'm more connected, I can tune into them much more easily. And also our relationship will be much smoother. So it really is a skill. And I think that is something that we learn by practicing. And that is also how our confidence will grow and how we can start relying on our experience and expertise, right? So it doesn't stay just a toolbox. It really, we start to embody actually what we are doing with the clients. And when I give a training, that is what will always be my main focus, is like providing spaces where people can practice and practice. First they experience, I work with the group, and then I let people practice among the peers, because that is just the most important. I have found out that whenever I've been studying and there was not really a practice platform or and commitments that we needed to fulfill with, then most of the people drop out. And I knew that I also would drop out if I wouldn't practice. So I always made sure that I would create this kind of experiences for myself as well. I knew that that is just so important, because otherwise I just stop with it. I don't continue. I don't go through. So I really am convinced that we learn by doing and also by teaching. So the practical part for anything that you do, make sure that you integrate it. All right. I could go on and on about this, but I think I will give the word to Lenny. And then if you would have still some questions about the facilitation part, like just write them in the chat, and we will, I will be happy to answer your questions later on as well. I don't hear you yet, Lenny.
Okay, well, yes, I'm here. I'm back. So, you know, I told you that I went somewhere else to have better Wi-Fi. Well, I don't know why, but they decided to shut down the Wi-Fi in the middle of the call. It's just life, you know, we get used to it. But when we practice what we preach, basically we walk the talk, right? We get to be like, okay, well, this is happening, and that is it, right? We keep moving on, and we're like, oh, well, this is fine. This is part of life. But it's also why retreats are so much more powerful. There is no Wi-Fi disconnection, right? That doesn't exist. Like, oh, my link did not work. That does not exist. When you are in person with someone and you create a transformation in person, the only thing that can happen is like if it starts pouring rain and there's thunders, and then they cannot listen to you. But then you can still use your body and teach them through movement, right? It's so amazing, because we get to have all these beautiful experiences. And that's why for me, workshops, retreats, things that are have this container where we basically retreat ourselves, like even the same word says it, right? When we take ourselves one step backward from what we're doing every single day, they become so powerful, because we actually get to create this container for transformation, right? We get to change something in a very specific time. So, you know, I've hosted retreats where we ask people, please drop your phone at the entrance, and you don't get it until the retreat is over. Yes, it sounds a little bit scary now that we like the phone sometimes becomes like a second piece of who we are, right? But it helps you when you actually unplug as much as possible, right? It's the whole thing about unplugging is so powerful. So it's so exciting for all of us to be spending time here today, because we get to meet each other, and we get to like really connect in a way that is quite, well, very organic in a way, right? Like we're here because we want to be here. No one is forcing us. This is not a mandatory thing for you to attend so you get points or anything like that. It's just because we are looking to learn more about this and how we can become better facilitators, better trainers, better therapists, better anything that we want to do through somatic practices. And at the same time, this can even work just for yourself, right? Like, so for example, if you don't teach this as another tool, you can use these tools for yourself to ground, so you can provide a better service, right? Because in this group, and please correct me if I'm wrong, who here is not serving other people? Yeah. Okay, I want to hear more about that, Mara. But you know, the reality is that when we have a business, we're always serving someone else, right? We are always serving, like, because we put ourselves in service. So even when I ask, like, and I take people through the process of finding who's your ideal client, my question is not who's your ideal client, it's like, who do you serve? Right? Because we're always serving someone else, even if it's like a family member, right? Like if you have kids, you're kind of in their service in a way. You have a cat, I have a dog, right? Like he becomes a priority, right? Like I have to serve him food, because if not, he will not eat, right? So when we put ourselves into this energy of like we're in service of someone else, it just makes it so much better. But to be able to be also in service, we gotta be okay ourselves, right? We want to take care of this vessel first before we go and take care of everyone else's vessel. And so many times when we have a business and we start getting stressed and we don't know where to go and how to take things into the next level or how to get the clients, what happens is we get stressed. What happens when we get stressed? We release cortisol, right? And cortisol is not good for our bodies. It's very hard to move through our bodies. Like, you know, cortisol is one of the best ways to move it is through movement, right? But in reality, we get cortisol in our whole body. And what really takes us there is that it gets us stressed, and then your body gets used to it. Right? You know, have you ever met these people who are like always stressed? They're always in a bad mood. You know, these people who like kind of like the drama. Have you met like a drama, like a person who's like gets feed with these drama stories, and they're like always in like, did you see the news? This happened. This also happened. We get addicted to cortisol, right? We get addicted to it. There's people who like, they want to be in this stage because it's basically you have like peaks of cortisol, and like when you're like driving and you have a scare, and then like, you know, you almost hit someone else, and and then you feel like this, I don't know about you, but I feel this tingling thing, like sensations inside my body, and like it's just like I become the kind of like a scared cat. Well, this is a peak of cortisol levels, and it takes like 7 to 8 hours to actually go out of our body. But if we have another peak and another peak, it always stays this, and then we get used to it. So our body gets used to stress. So we want to make sure that when we're running a business, because we're an entrepreneur, there's a lot of always like ups and downs, right? It's kind of like a roller coaster. Does it feel like a roller coaster? Like some days you're like doing great and you have so many clients coming in, and other days there's like no one paying attention to your social media posts, and you're like, am I doing the right thing? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Or should I just get myself another 9-to-5 job and just be done with this, right? So there's a lot of like stress coming in and out. So we want to make sure that when we're building our business, we do it from a place that it's with ease. And we really chose the places where we want to spend our times. So we reduce as much as possible these cortisol levels in our body, because when we reduce cortisol levels, we allow dopamine to come in, right? To be more dopamine, to be happy, to be there. So we're happier, we're more joyful. So dopamine, serotonin, and you can find all these different ways. So a beautiful way to do this is through meditation and through mindset exercises. Because for me, when it comes to business, 80% is business, 20% is execution. 80% is mindset, 20% is execution. Right? So you want to be in the right mindset to do things, and you want to be feeling the emotions of what you want to create even before that. So I'm going to take you to a like super quick exercise, 2-minute exercise. I'm going to open here a whiteboard, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Well, if you have a piece of paper and a pencil, this would be amazing for you to do. And if not, you can just write it down. So there we go. So can you all see my whiteboard? It has all these like explore the new tools. Anyway, so I'm gonna put here in the middle a beautiful circle, and in the circle you're gonna do a circle, and then you're gonna write something that you want to create. So usually I would tell you that, like, let's say you want to make X amount of money in your business, you can put the number that, if you want to make $100,000, you put $100,000. If you want to host a retreat, you put the word retreat. Oh, you do not see. Thank you, Mara. Right. Yeah. Let's do it without the whiteboard because it feels like, okay, no, wait, I think I figured it out. Can you see a whiteboard? Yeah, okay, good, because now I can't. Okay, I think I am here. Okay, so whiteboard Zoom. See, technology is not really like my thing today, I guess. Life is not working. There we go. Okay, draw. So let me just do some lines here. So we're gonna draw a beautiful, beautiful circle. Hopefully you do one that is nicer than me. And then from there, you're gonna write what you wanna create, right? So if you wanna create a business, like your dream business, you can write the name of your dream business. If you wanna host a retreat, you can write the word retreat. If you wanna, this works also, like if you wanna find a life partner, you can write like, partner, a romantic partner or whatever, and you're gonna write that in the middle. So for the sake of this exercise, we are gonna write that you wanna become a dance facilitator, right? And then I'm gonna horribly write dance here. So you wanna bring dance into your life, right? Ta-da. Okay, that's very horrible. But anyway, and then you're gonna imagine this is like a sun, and then you're gonna start putting some lines around it. And I want you to just close your eyes for a second and think about the emotions and the feelings, not the things, okay? The emotions and the feelings that you wanna have when you're bringing dance into your life. So for example, for me, like dance represents fun. So I definitely want to have some fun, right? So I'm so excited for Mika's training on dance that we're going to be having very, very soon because I'm going to get to have some fun, right? And for example, if you bring into your life, you bring dance, maybe you want to feel more ease, right? So ease into your life, right? Maybe you want to feel more free. If you bring dance into your life and your business, maybe you want to feel more abundant. So take 2 minutes just to write it down. This is a beautiful, beautiful exercise because we're bringing the energy of what you want to create already to the present, like it's already happening. And I want you to feel the emotions. And if you can feel in which part of your body that emotion is happening, write it down underneath. So for me, fun, like honestly, I feel it in my stomach. So I'm gonna put stomach here. It's like ta-da. And if you want to share some of those in the chat when you're done, that will be amazing. Because you're going to start seeing how everyone has a different thing because it's a personal experience. Expansion, amazing. Freedom. Yes. Flexibility. Adventure. Oh my God, yes. Stability. Yes. This feels very grounded. Amazing. Imagination. Yeah, for me, imagination also is very connected with creative. Right? Joy. Oh, yes. I see some people are still writing, so we're gonna give it 1 more minute. Love. Calm. Respect. Love your nails, Christina. Free in the chest, flexibility in the ligaments, nice. Okay, alternative lifestyle in the feet. Wow, okay. Calm in the spine, with purpose in the head. Amazing. Energetic. This is so powerful because, you know, we see that emotions are also, they get stored in the body, right? Emotions at the end of the day, it's energy in movement. And when we have stuck emotions, it's, well, stagnant energy, right? So we want to move through those emotions because we don't want energy chunks in our body, because that becomes illnesses, right? So it's very, very important to have movement. Okay, amazing. So type of one in the chat if you like this exercise, if it felt like it's something that you could use in your life in the future. Yeah. You can use this for anything that you want to create in your life. Anything. There's no limits. Because the only thing that we're doing is we're bringing these emotions, these feelings into the present moment, like it's already happening, right? So it's so powerful. So you can use this. And we use so many of these exercises when I teach all my business, the business part of any business that includes transformation, basically, right? So this is something that I really focus on. Is like when I teach something, it always has a piece of, like, people have to be doing something that transforms people's life, that they're in service. So we do a lot of these exercises because they're so important to bring the mindset into place. So there is an alignment between our heart and our minds. Yeah, people said that they are here to dance. Should we add a dance? I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, so sorry, I just got confused for a second. It's been happening today, right? So actually, I want to tell you that, there's always something that we offer, and then we're missing some dance and everything, but we're gonna invite you to a 5-day dance feast online. But before I take you through that, I want to tell you that today we're actually inviting you to meet us in person. This is not an online course. There is a piece that is online afterwards because we like to hang out with the people that we know. We want to keep building the community and the relationship, right? But the main piece is all in person. And we are going to be hosting a 7-day training in Mexico. Oh, yes. Who has been in Mexico in the past? Has anyone been to Mexico? No? Oh my gosh, it's the land of transformation. It's absolutely powerful and beautiful because there's so many energetic centers. And I'm not talking retreat centers, energetic centers, like energetic vortexes inside of Mexico. So let me just share one slide here for you to see. But the whole thing is why I'm like Gina, yes, no worries, Gina. We will send a recording so you can have access to it, right? So very, very important for us just to share that we're going to be meeting in Mexico in the 3rd week of October. So it's very, very fun. It's soon as well, but it's long enough for you to find flight tickets and come here to amazing Mexico. And we're going to have a 7-day training on somatic work, right? So basically you're going to become a dance facilitator on this training, but not only that. So you're going to cover the whole transformation accelerator process. So we're going to cover the client, the facilitator, and the business inside of it. And you are going to be building your own brand in the retreat, right? So there is a business mastermind happening as we learn how to facilitate dance. So for any business that you have, you're going to be able to integrate the dance, but you can also add already the business part and see how you can sell it better, how you can get more visibility, how do you price it, how you do everything, right? So it's very beautiful because we get to do a lot of mindset practices like the one we just had now, but we go deeper into the process, all these beautiful practices. And we're going to be doing all the business foundations in this in-person part. And then after that, we meet for another 18 sessions, online sessions, where we go deeper into the teachings like your energetic branding, building a heart-centered and profitable business, how to promote and sell your activities. We do pre-training preparation sessions, and we do master the heart method by practice. So you get to practice a lot. So you get to get like all the practice so you can actually go and execute it afterwards, right? So, and we have integration sessions post-training. So many more surprises that I don't want to spoil from here. And you also will get tons of bonus because you were on this call. So this is like so much fun. So you're gonna get access to my live training that is called Mastering the Art of Retreat Planning, and it's a 12-week program when you learn how to master retreats. So this is an A to Z program where you cover absolutely everything that comes with retreat planning, and you can use it for retreats, online, live. You can use it for workshops. It doesn't really matter. And you're going to get access to my live training, 8 Days to Abundance, where for 8 days, we just focus on abundance. So you can bring more abundance into your life. You get a photo shoot on site while we are on the retreat. So you have content for your website, right? So you can have a beautiful website, but you facilitating as a dancer. And you also get a website audit with feedback that is worth $997. And this is a private session where we go and we review your website. So many things. And this will be available if you book a call today with us, just to find out more about the program and if this is something that's the right fit for you. Do you have any questions so far about this? Or like first, actually, is someone like feeling like a bit like curious about it and be like, this might maybe write it. I know that people understand if there is something that's like, is it something that you find curious? Is this something that you'd be interested on, or nah, maybe, or not really? Right? It's just because we are running this and we are like, okay, yeah, India, amazing, yay, so awesome. I love India. I do have to go back. I was in Nepal like 4 years ago. I'm definitely it's on my list to go back. So anyway, if you're interested about this, to learn more details about it and see if this is the right fit for you, you can go ahead and just book a free call with us. There's no commitments. It's just if you're interested to find a little bit more about it and see if this is something that would benefit your practice, the people that you're serving. And if you like this, but you want to get more dance into it, you can also join our 5-day challenge. Okay. Okay. So this training only happens once a year because it's very specific. So it's only once a year. And I will show you the prices. So we have an early bird price that is for the first spots, and the whole course that is worth over $10,000 will be for $3,197 if you buy it before the 15th of August. So this is the price, and there are installments if you are interested. Yeah, so that is the price, $3,197 a shared room. And then there is a payment, so 3-payment plan that you can do. So you get the first installment payment and then monthly payments. And this training will happen once a year. Any more questions, Mara? Where are you based, Mara?
I'm in LA County.
Oh, LA County, nice.
Mhm.
I was there last year doing some events for sound sound vibrations and healing foundation. So I like I like LA. My aunt is here; she's from LA as well. So awesome. Yeah. So this is the price. It's like a 7-day, 6-night. It includes all the classes, right? So all the transformational pieces, the dance facilitator, the business, and it also includes all the meals, accommodation, and transportation from and to the airport. So basically, once you're in, there's no extra payments. So yes, so this is it. And then we will be teaching more about dance and more like experiential trainings on this 5-day challenge that you can join. So I will send the link here. And more actionable pieces when it comes to business. There we go. So this is the link for the 5-day challenge that you can join at any time. And we will be sending the replay for the session today. Miki, anything you want to add?
No, not really. No, I mean, I can just continue talking, but I also want to respect the time of the other people, obviously. So, yes. No, really happy and excited that you're all here. So thank you so much for your time. And please reach out if you have questions about the parts that we shared today. I know that there's so much more that we actually want to share, but there's only so few time in an hour. We already run over quite a lot. So if you would just have a question, we're quite accessible, I think. Just let us know, obviously. And we will be doing a challenge, 5-day challenge next week, where we will get to dance much more. And it would be amazing to have you there. And then we will also go deeper into the business parts, which I know that is very, very valuable as well. So I'm looking forward to that already. Lani, we don't hear you.
Thank you so much, guys. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.
Yes. Bye, everybody. Bye.